Well, hello, folks, and welcome to our Project Healthy Wealth training. ProjectHealthyWealth.com is how you find my personal blog as a home business coach that works national and internationally to help people turn their dreams into reality. If you don't know me, my name is Earl Teets. It really is a blessing and an honor to truly help people make a difference where that difference is needed. Now, with our company Common Sense that we work with, I firmly believe this is the best option out there for a home entrepreneur because one, it's affordable, two, it's simple to duplicate, and three, less than 1% of the population even knows about who we are and what we do as a debt-free going into 2 years of operation company. So that's kind of nice. Usually when COVID hits and all the things that you see happen, a business slows down everywhere. But the one thing people have needed is a way to feel better, a way to protect their immune system, and a way to create income without having to leave the home. So if you got a smartphone, a home computer, you can utilize daily skill sets that we're going to share with you on this training. Now, I'm doing this special training today in honor of Constitution Day. September 17th is Constitution Day. And I'm a firm believer that the Constitution is the greatest gift next to our salvation from Jesus Christ. It represents freedom. And I'm all about the power of entrepreneurship and understanding how to create daily actions that can form lifetime security. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you, I've been in the industry 27 years, had the chance to work with some of the best leadership trainers on the entire planet, worked with some of the most productive, achieved entrepreneurs ever. So what I'm going to do is take 27 years and put it into a really quick welcome to our company. This is the basic fundamentals. If you understand what I'm saying here and you put it into practice daily, really, failure isn't going to happen, only success. Now, you will fail your way to success. And if you're afraid to fail, you'll never enjoy success. So you can't be afraid to make mistakes. So the first thing I want to do is tell you, get out your pen and paper and take notes. This is real important for you. Right now, it's September 17th, 2021. And what I'm sharing with you, you get started between now and Christmas. We have a way that we can help you develop a full-time income on part-time efforts. Is it guaranteed? Absolutely not, because I can't guarantee that you're going to put in the actions needed to get the results necessary. But what I can do is show you actions that have been proven like clockwork time and again. And today with technology where it's at, we can do a lot of things much faster than what we used to do before. So you couldn't ask to be in a better place at a better time. The first thing I want to do is I want to take all the pressure off you. If you don't know really anything about what you're doing, you're just excited because you've seen a presentation and maybe you just got started and you're looking to make some money. Well, right now, this training right here is going to separate from what happens everywhere else in the home business industry. Everywhere else, you're sold a kit and wish good luck and told to bring a guest to the next meeting, whether it be online or offline, and boy, you're going to get rich. You deserve better than that. You need to understand why you do what you do. You need to understand that every professional business has a professional schedule. Every professional business has a proven daily method of operation that puts profits in the picture, which is what business is all about. 95% of people who start a home business today fail to create pay in their first month. Why? Because they've been sold a kit, not introduced to a process to profit. This is our process to profit training that we are doing right now. So I'm going to keep it very simple and I'm going to try to keep it very short, but I want you to understand this. If you're watching this training right now and you're thinking, oh man, I am just not a salesperson. This isn't for me. I want you to ask yourself, are you solution minded or are you problem minded? Now, it's okay to be problem minded. Anybody that's gone to school to the 12th grade, got a high school diploma, I did that, right? You are problem minded. So, what's the difference between problem minded and solution minded? Well, here's the difference: 90% of America's wealth is accomplished by 3% of its population. And, folks, those 3% weren't trained to be employees to think problem minded like they teach you in school. They were taught to be entrepreneurs. So, what we're going to teach you here is a process of entrepreneurship. So we've got the how are we going to make the money answered. And here's the other thing. If you've got to convince somebody to take actions daily that's going to help them get to where they want to go, how bad do they want to get there in the first place? For me, you won't always hear what you want to hear, but what you are going to hear is the truth. Our business is not to make somebody else successful. Our business is to show them a path where they can make themselves successful. And as long as they know they're not going to break any of God's laws or man's laws, and all they're going to do is help people solve problems, save money, and accomplish financial security, well, by gosh, that's something to be excited to practice each and every day. It requires zero sales skills to listen to a person, understand where they're wanting to be. Do they want to feel better? Do they want to make more money? Or could it possibly be both? And we're just here to sort to where we want to serve. We're also sorting out to see if they are 100% problem-driven thinkers or are they solution-minded thinkers? And if they're always problem-driven, for every step you teach, there's an excuse in the way. And sometimes as you're working with people, you'll run into that. Be patient with them. Remind them you're working a process to profits, and success follows actions that are done in a certain way on a daily basis. Okay, I'm going to raise up my screen. See that picture there? That's John Maxwell. He's the author of a book called 21 Laws of Leadership, one of the most powerful books to teach people how to be leaders on all of the planet. Okay, that's my picture taken with him. So I wanted to develop my skill sets and learn how to help people from an honest heart. So one of the most important things I learned from John Maxwell was the key to your success is what you live out in your daily routine. The key that I've learned in network marketing with 28 years in the industry, being mentored by people who have gone from zero to as high as $100 million earned in commissions, working with people that have formed a single team from zero to over $1 billion in annual sales. So I've worked with people that have actually done what everybody dreams about doing. And the things that I'm sharing with you on this training are the very keys that will unlock the doors to earning if you're willing to embrace the daily habits. Okay? So here's the thing. Our daily method of operation is what we call our DMO. And what we're going to look at is money producing actions. And our first 30 days in the business, we have to learn what it is that we're going to do to make the money. And it's pretty simple. The first thing we're going to do is build our list of people that we want to share things with. They either want to make money, they want to feel better, or both. We've got a video in our phone app that shows them a story how people just like them have got the very results that they're looking to accomplish. What's the best number we can text that video to? That's our sales pitch. That's our explanation. We get paid to point and grunt. We're not salespeople. We don't have to explain anything. We got tools that do that for us. So if we embrace the discipline of understanding what somebody wants to accomplish, showing them how it's been accomplished quickly, allowing them to see a path they can take, it doesn't take a whole lot of convincing to make that happen, but it takes consistency and belief level on your part. So your first 30 days is what's going to build that belief level that's going to create the excitement aura around you. It's going to draw the people to you who think like you do. So if you're coming into a business as a business owner and you want to put part-time efforts into making a full-time income, are you willing to practice the daily actions necessary and set up a professional schedule of doing so to make that happen? What I'm showing you here today can be done in less than 2 hours a day. What I'm showing here today is allowing you a program that you could put into practice that can really make some results happen for you. The numbers I'm sharing with you are numbers that have been completed in our industry, okay? So let's get started. Money producing actions is the first 30 days and the second 30 days of the business. From day 60 to 90, we're going to have a second MPA, which is called momentum producing actions. Why is it called momentum producing actions? Because you've reached a point where by the time you've done this for 60 days properly, you have complete confidence in what you represent. You have complete confidence in the daily actions to profits that you practice because you've done them over and over again. You know what all the excuses are that stop people from getting to where they want to go. There's only so many excuses you can hear, and they'll be the same month after month, year after year. So what you're doing is you are sorting through. We're going to set the example in our first 30 days. We're going to set the example with our daily method of operation. We're going to practice that with no excuses on a professional schedule. As a home business coach, the one thing I've learned more than anything in this industry is how to ask the right questions to understand where my prospect wants to go. Can I ask you an honest question? Have you ever been shown a path to profits, or have you only been sold a kit? Don't feel bad if you've only been sold a kit. Over 95% of the people in the industry have only experienced that much. But you see, selling the kit isn't what makes you the fortune in this industry. It's the ability to duplicate actions that produce profits daily. Always understand that. And when the actions are simple and you can do them, it takes no skills to understand where somebody's coming from on a Facebook chat, a LinkedIn chat, an Instagram chat, okay, social networks. You don't have to leave your house to go find people that have already posted things that show you they're a perfect candidate for what you have to offer. They've already posted in their profile that they have what it takes to become successful if they just had a method far beyond just purchasing a kit and being introduced to a guru and told good luck, okay? They need a daily method of operation. They need a reason why they're going to complete that daily method of operation. So when the excuse shows up in the pathway on the way to where they want to go, their desires with a plan of actions will outweigh the rabbit trail in the road, okay? And there's always going to be a rabbit trail in the road, I promise you, okay? So first thing we're going to do is A, we're going to set the example. B, we're going to sort to serve the people that we're sharing the videos with. Timing is everything. We need to understand, is it time for them to just be a customer in the business? And that's okay. Or is it time for them to become a builder in the business? Or is it time for them to get some more information because they're so lost in the problem that they're facing that the solution is nowhere to be found? And life has proven from the clues of success that every 90 days, a major thing happens in a person's life that creates the change to where their mindset could be different and the timing could be ready for them to see the information today that they saw 90 days ago and today it fits their life. 90 days ago, it didn't. So we're going to sort through. Some people are ready to become customers. Some are ready to become builders. Some are ready to be both. And some are just ready for more information. Maybe the timing is all around wrong for them because they're problem minded instead of solution oriented. You need to pray for them and move on without them and check on them later. But don't forget about them. Okay. This is a process that we practice each day. Now, select the coachable to duplicate, the ones that can follow simple instructions, not try to recreate a sales pitch and go out and deliver it to everybody they can think of with no backup. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to fail. Did you know that that's how 90% of the people fail to get paid their first month as a home business builder? Why not utilize something that's been put together for you so you don't have to do all of that stuff? All you have to do is go, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you shared the fact with me that you're not feeling well. What if we could show you a video where people were feeling the same way you were, are getting that problem solved with no side effects? What's the best number I could send that video to? Okay. Oh, you'd like to make some more money and see a path to reality that creates income. We have a video where people just like you are making that happen. What's the best number I can text that to? All we're doing is guiding people to information that helps them get to where they want to go in the first place. We're going to select how serious they are. We're sorting to serve. Are they ready to be a customer, a builder, or do they need more information? And we're moving on. We're setting the pace, okay? Now, select the coachable to duplicate because it's what duplicates in network marketing that puts the most money in your pocket. What do you want to duplicate? The people that take actions, the people that are solution-minded, not problem-minded. So you're going to keep your eyes open for those people who are just like you. You saw the opportunity. You realized that you could send somebody a video and let them see a solution to a problem that they're facing. Introduce them to a coach that's there to help them, whether they want to be a customer, whether they want to be a builder, or both. There's somebody there that speaks their language that can help them so they're not alone. What do they get with traditional business when they call customer service? They get put on hold for a half an hour to an hour, get somebody who can hardly speak English for an answering service. You may get a call back in a day or so. Why not have reality in your corner when you're talking about realistic results? So I'm trying to feed you a drink of water with a fire hose today, but set a pace that's simple, okay? Entrepreneurship is never easy. Success is never easy, but everything I'm sharing with you is simple and it works when you apply it. So our first 30 days, we are going to focus on money producing actions, which is what? Daily method of operation. There are 5 steps to my personal daily method of operation that I put together from studying the best of the best in this industry. Okay, now I'm going to be real open with you. I take the weekends off other than the Saturday trainings and mentoring groups where I'm spending an hour out of my Saturday to learn something or be reminded of something that allows me to get closer to where I want to go. Okay, so Monday through Friday are my work days. The weekends I take off. My mentor, Eddie Freeman, that's helped 32 people make $1 million, teaches 2 people a day, 7 days a week. I look at duplication. A lot of people want to take the weekends off, and many have in this industry and create and produce 7-figure results. So what I'm sharing with you for a daily method of operation is all based on a 5-day work week. If you've done your job properly throughout the week, you're welcome to take the weekends off. If you fell behind during the week, you need to make up your numbers to make sure that you're putting the actions into your business that's going to produce the profits. Let's take a look at the first thing we're going to do is plant 3 seeds. We're going to add them to the app. which I've already described how to do that. I'm so glad you shared that with me. I've got a video you're going to love. What's the best number I can text that to? That puts them in your Go Recruit app. Allows you to send them a video. You can know when they watch the video and how much of it they've watched. So it helps you to determine your sorting process. How interested are they really if they only watched 12% of the video? How interesting are they if they've spent 2 days before they even looked at the video? How interested are they when they look at the video right away and watch it all the way through? Okay. You're looking for the solution-minded, not the problem-oriented. Now you're going to run into both every single day, every single week. So don't cross them out as soon as you identify they're problem-minded. Most people are. So it's a matter of being able to show them there's a process that they can work that allows them to be solution-minded and excited that there's something other than smoke and mirrors at the end of the trail. Okay? So we're going to plant 3 seeds a day. We need to enter 3 names, email addresses, and phone numbers into our Go Recruit app from people that we've either met in person, people we already know, people we've met on social networks like Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. There's 3 of them right there. We have daily chats where you can connect with people without even having to leave your home. So when you've identified with them, hey, I'm so glad that you posted blah, blah, blah. It's really inspirational. I work with some people that are really making some things happen. I couldn't help but notice those success principles in what you're posting. Let's connect and have a chat or 2. You see what I'm saying? Now you started with a compliment. And if you can't find something to give them a compliment with in the beginning of that chat, they're probably problem-oriented, not solution-oriented. You don't want to waste your time there. You're trying to find people that you can add to your list. So now you made a connection request. What are you going to ask them next? Well, what do you do? I see what's in your profile, but I've learned over the years that what's in the profile and what's actually there sometimes are 2 different stories. I find it valuable to understand where a person's trying to go, because many times when I understand the details, I can help them get there quicker. Oh, well, this is what I do. Wow, what prompted you to want to do that career? Oh, wow. How interesting. If you saw a way that you could get this accomplished faster than what the career that you're on now, is that something you would be open to? Oh, yeah, well, great. I got a video I'd like to send you where people just like you have done exactly that. What's the best number to show you this process to profits? Let me text you a video. Well, can you tell me a little bit about it? Yeah. What you're going to love is you're not going to see a process where someone's trying to convince you to go to a hotel meeting or purchase a garage full of products that you'd never use in a year. You're going to see a system that puts money in people's pocket on a weekly basis. It's actually advancing during this pandemic. What's the best number I can text that video to? All right, now you're adding 3 names to your list. You can do this in less than 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, no matter what. That's part-time efforts. And what I'm teaching you with this particular daily method of operation, if you practice it properly, put in your numbers each and every week with no excuses, at the end of 90 days, you're going to really love having the potential of a full-time income on part-time efforts. And I say potential because by law, I cannot guarantee that you're going to succeed. So we are going to plant 3 seeds. That's our first daily method of operation. Our second one is real simple. We're going to follow up with those 3 seeds the next day. Every time, we're going to follow up with 3 seeds that have seen a video. Okay, what are we doing in the follow-up process? I'm glad you watched that video. What'd you like best? They're going to tell you. Oh, I'm so glad you shared that with me. I want to introduce you to our coach that's going to help you. Now, if they're not interested in a business, but they want to feel better, I'm going to introduce you to our coach that knows how to show you which of these products is going to best fit your needs based on what you shared with me. So either way, they're excited because they're going to meet another person that's there to help them accomplish what they want to. You don't have to feel like you got something up your sleeve. You recognize you're working a simple process to profits. And hey, when they're saving money, when they're solving problems, and they're creating security, that's something to be excited about, to wake up excited to practice each and every day. Because this is exactly what we're doing, folks. So the fortune is in the follow-up. Why are we following up with 3 seeds every time? Because all of your transactions that take place, from the success left behind with real clues, okay? Success is always leaving clues. 90% of your 80% of your transactions happen between the 5th and the 12th exposure to what was being purchased. So if you recognize that and you go out there and you expect to make a sale the first time you speak with somebody, guess what? The odds are 20% that that's never going to happen no matter what. So why wouldn't you want to put yourself in the 80% chance where that transaction lays? How do you do that? You gather their information. Today, you send them this video. Tomorrow, there could be another video with another point that's even more important than one they saw yesterday. And you're sending that video as follow-up. And as they see that you're doing something to help them get closer to where they want, rather than calling them up and going, hey, are you ready to get started yet after you've seen the video? Wow, what's in it for them with that, right? But when you're calling them up, hey, I'm so glad you shared that with me. Wasn't that video awesome? Did you see how we could get your goal accomplished quicker? Great. Here's our plan of action of how we can make that happen for you. Don't you think that will build confidence in the people that you're working with? Think about what I'm saying, because this is the process that works. Okay. So the fortune's always in the follow-up. We're going to recognize how to put ourselves in a position to be able to help them where they need to be helped the most. The third thing that we're going to do is we're going to increase our value each and every day. Somewhere along the line, we're going to work on some personal development. I am a firm believer that if you're not a reader, you'll never be a leader. I have a reading habit every day of at least a half an hour a day to develop my skills. But it isn't just reading. There's books, there's training events like the Saturday meetings that Eddie does every Saturday to train us, like the Monday meetings that Joe does, the Zoom meetings to give us our update for the week each and every week. Those are valuable things that allow us to know more about who we are and what we practice. They're not optional. So even if I can't attend them live, I find a way to attend them in my daily routine to make sure I know what's going on and I'm excited about what's in motion, being a good student of what you practice as a business builder. So I'm increasing my value every day somewhere along the line. We also have a mentoring program called commonsensementoring.com. This is where you're going to invest into yourself to have a plethora of personal development, motivational teaching and training that can really make a difference in your life as far as adding value to what you practice as a human being. The more value you add to yourself, the more value you bring to the market. This is what you're doing as a profession. Why wouldn't you want to increase your value? The fourth step that we're going to do on a daily basis is whether we're using emails, text message, social networks, or in person, somewhere along the line throughout the day, if we don't give it out, we can't get it back. We need to understand that law of sowing and reaping. We are going to share the value that we have somewhere along the line with the people that we're communicating with. Excuse me. Sometimes it's an inspirational quote. Sometimes it's an inspirational text. Sometimes it's a message of encouragement. But everywhere, somewhere each day, we're going to share value with other people. That's what we do. The fifth and final step of the day for a daily method of operation is to ask the $1 million question. If my team did today what I did, how much money would we make? How productive would we be? So you bring it back to accountability, which is the heart of stability. Did you get your daily method of operation completed? Because when you start duplicating this and you start realizing that everything I'm talking to you about can be done in less than 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, that's less than 10 hours a week, and you do that 90 days in a row properly, you can lay in the foundation to a full-time income on part-time efforts. But you understood why you were doing what you're doing, because the bridge from money-producing actions to momentum-producing actions comes with your belief level in the actions that you took. Because from day 30 to day 60, you took the right daily actions into play. And from day 30 to from day 1 to day 30, you put in those proper actions. Now, on day 31, you're going to look back at all those actions that you put in and measure the results you got from those actions. You'll be able to see where you got this certain objection so many times. And halfway through the month, you figured out how to overcome that objection. So next month, guess what? When you get that objection, you know how to handle it to turn that into profit instead of another appointment. That's all we do. If we aren't turning it into profit right now, we're setting an appointment, turn it into profit later. The purpose of the meeting is to book the next meeting, no matter what you do in this industry. When you understand that fundamental, it's always a blessing to follow up. And all you're doing is helping someone else get what they want. So there's no shame in that. There's no reason to dread that. There's no reason to procrastinate that. So from 1 to 30 days, you're developing your habit by practicing this daily method of operation. Is it going to be uncomfortable your first 30 days? Absolutely. But guess what? On day 28, you kind of got it down. By day 30, oh, this is cool. This is real. Now your belief level is what you got because you've seen some results from your very first 30 days in experience. Now, how excited do you think somebody will be if they've come into the business and they've earned $600 on part-time efforts in their first 30 days for a business they spent less than $1,000 to start? That creates some real excitement. That creates some sticking power. And then when they realize what they got is real, they are more excited to share it the next 30 days than they were the first 30 days. That's how our money producing actions turn into momentum producing action. Because from day 1 to 30, we're getting that going. From 30 to 60, we're using the things that we saw we could improve on and applying those there. We're kind of fine tuning what we've learned, but we have more belief level in what we're doing. And because we've attended the events that take place to train us and teach us, like this event you're watching here, guess what? We have a stronger belief level and even more conviction in what it is that we do. I'll give you a real good example. You go to our event coming up the last weekend of January in Las Vegas, Nevada, where you can actually rub elbows with the owners of the company, see the top producing people in the company, what they've practiced, what they've done, and understand how to have those habits into play for yourself. You come home from an event like that, there's nothing that can stop you from being productive because you believe 100% in what it is that you're doing. I'm fired up and excited from the Salt Lake event that we attended last month. Everything doubled in production on my personal team anyway. So I'm kind of excited to see what's coming in the future, but I didn't miss the event. You see, I added that value to my heart where I could share that with you, okay? So That means that I've gone from money producing actions. I accomplished the bronze level, got into the profit sharing part of the quarterly bonus pools, so I could teach other people how to do the same thing based on something I've actually accomplished, not something I wish I could accomplish. So now, as I walk through my daily method of opportunity of operations, I've gone from money producing actions to momentum producing actions. Putting a video like this together allows you to recognize what's most important for you. Now, if you're just getting started, man, it's so crucial for you to make a list of people, at least your top 200 people. And if you don't know how to do that yet, there's people here, even myself, that can help you to do so. Don't be afraid of this process. What if you only know 12 people and that's all you know, and you think for sure that 10 of them won't be interested? That's okay. We've got to start somewhere. Now, how would it feel to know how to find people every day that are perfect candidates for what you have to offer? Are you familiar with the fact that we have trainings within this company that can show you exactly how that's done? That's been my specialty for several years. I've built teams of hundreds of thousands of people on a global scale without leaving my home in Troy, Montana in 2016, utilizing the social networks. This is 2021. The technology is so much more simple. The process has evolved to so much better that the odds are so much better. And really, you're in the right spot at the right time. So I encourage you to develop your actions from money producing actions daily to momentum producing actions. It's going to take you 30 to 60 days before you get to momentum producing actions. But once you're there and you continue that daily routine with no excuses, you recognize how simple it is to have a schedule of 1 to 2 hours a day, 5 days a week that you stick to, that won't break God's laws, won't break man's laws. Okay? When you value your future enough to enjoy your freedom, you're not afraid to take these simple daily actions. So hopefully what I've shared with you here has made a difference. Below this video is an advanced training video that will help you with the belief level again of why we do what we do and what a whole year looks like mapped out. That's important for you to understand. That way you don't feel like you're flying blind. If you don't believe in the actions that you're taking, you'll resist taking the actions. When you resist taking the actions, you can't enjoy the profits. We're not asking you to break any of God's laws or man's laws here. All we're doing is teaching you how to have solutions to life on a schedule of consistency each and every week with actions that won't break God's laws, won't break man's laws, and will put money in your pocket. My name is Earl Teets. It's been a blessing to share with you a process to profits training. I want to say happy Constitution Day. There's something very beautiful about the American Constitution because it ensures that we have the process of entrepreneurship. And I've just shared that with you. It's time to let your light shine, folks. God bless you. Have an awesome day. Remember, God never made any mistakes, and he made you.